It ain't good, boss.
I know it isn't good. Anna's becoming as suspicious as Scorpio.
Yeah, well, it's worse than I think.
It couldn't be worse.
Boss, someone's trying to set you up.
What are you talking about?
Read the note.
If you want to know more about your husband, check Duke's Club.
So what? So no one can write that unless you're on the inside.
You're saying the Carter mob?
No, but Mrs. Woods gave that to Anna.
Well, she's Anna's client.
What did you tell her?
I told her maybe Robert was behind this. He was trying to discredit me.
Boss, someone's out to get you.
They're doing a pretty good job of it, too, don't you think?
Hello.
Mrs. is here.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
Oh, I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. I was just on my way to the storeroom to check some supplies. I wanted to make sure that he didn't think I was scooping off. See you in a bit.
You're still thinking about the note?
Yeah, it's not every day you get accused of making somebody disappear.
Can I talk to you for a minute? Now, Robert hasn't found anything down on the dock. And you say you don't know anything about Marty Woods' disappearance. But there has to be a reason that this note was delivered to Mrs. Woods.
Well, Angel says that somebody's probably trying to set me up, but I have a different theory.
What's that?
I think the note was meant for you.
Me?
Yeah. I think sent by the person who's responsible for the disappearance in order for the investigation to be dropped.
Yeah?
I mean, what better way than to implicate a member of the family?
So I read the note, I want to protect you, and I drop the case.
Yeah. And it's likely that you talked Robert into doing exactly the same thing.
Very good. Not very flashing, but very good.
Well, unfortunately, at the moment, it's just a theory. I mean, unless you do find a body, I don't think you're ever going to find out what happened to Mr. Woods.
Will you solve something else for me, too?
Love to.
If this really is the end of the line, we won't find a body or anything. How do I tell that to Mrs. Woods? Well, you know Robert's going to think that note links you to Marty Woods. I mean, it's an incredible coincidence.
Oh, come on, damn it, Anna. You're asking me to prove the impossible. I cannot prove it, and you know it.
Yeah, Dukes.
Angela, this is Robert Scorpio here. Listen, we have a situation over here at the moment. Cheryl Stansbury's disappeared from the hospital. Have you seen her?
No, I haven't, but let me get Duke. Maybe he knows something. Hang on. Boss.
What?
It's Robert Scorpio. He wants to ask you about another disappearance.
Listen to me, Scorpio. I'm getting a bit sick and tired getting harassed by you every time a body disappears.
Look, that's not why I'm calling.
Listen, I'm trying to run a couple of clubs for a living, okay? I don't snuff people out. I entertain people. I'm fed up with your harassment, man.
Just calm down, will you?
Yeah, I'll calm down when you get off my back, Mr.
This
Commissioner.
is not a police matter, Duke. It's personal.
Well, Angel said it was about a disappearance.
It is. Now, Cheryl Stansbury walked away from the hospital sometime between last night and early this morning.
I thought she was extremely sick.
She is, and that's the reason that we've got to find her. Now, I was wondering if, by any chance, some of your people may have seen her enter her apartment.
No, I don't think so.
What's the matter?
It's Cheryl's missing. I'll ask around, Robert. I mean, do you want me to go upstairs and have a look around the penthouse?
Yeah, that'd be nice of you. Look, I've already called and gotten her answering machine. But I'd appreciate if you could go up, have a look around, see that if any clothes or other things like that have been taken.
Okay. I'll do it right away. Where are you? Where can I reach you?
I'm on my way to the hospital. You can have your page there. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry about the mix-up.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Thank you. You know, I find it incredible that a woman as attractive as your sister can simply walk out of a hospital and no one notices. All right, let's head over to the hospital and make life tough for someone.
Well, there's not a trace, no clothes missing. Wherever she went, she certainly didn't come here.
Did any of the employees see her?
No. But what's the problem, anyway? I mean, if the lady's healthy enough to leave the hospital, why try to stop her? Why not let her go? I mean, she probably stopped off to get a decent meal.
Well, no, it's not that simple. She's really very sick.
Why was she skipped?
Well, all I know is she hasn't shown up here. I could use a drink. What do you say?
Yeah, all right. I wish there was something we could do there.
Well, I don't think there's much you can do at the moment. Why don't we wait around here? Cheryl may show up. Robert may show up. Come on. Sit down, have a drink and wait.
The captain has turned off the no smoking sign. You're free to leave your seat. However, we do recommend that while you are seated, you keep your seatbelts fastened. Our estimated flying time to Port Charles is 1 hour. We will come by with the snack cart shortly.
Robert seems more interested in Cheryl than I thought.
Yeah, Robin's noticed.
What did she say?
She asked if they slept in the same room, you know, after the opening of your club in New York.
She asked you that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She figured out that if they slept in the same room, then they must be in love.
Well, she's probably got a point there. But she's a bit young to be making observations, such like that.
Oh, I don't know. Young people nowadays are different to how we were when we were young.
I suppose, but I wonder sometimes if they don't learn too much from sources other than that. I'm going to hang around here. Why don't you go home and take care of our swiftly maturing daughter?
All right, I will. I'll see you later, then.
Yeah.
She's growing up, you know.
But not for a while, I hope.
Well, a few weeks. See you later.
Bye, love.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Well, we got a full house tonight. Just 2 no-shows on the reservation. And I booked that young couple in the corner table.
You know, sir, you never cease to amaze me. This place always runs so smoothly. I just hope this fella in New York works out half as well as you do.
Boss, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something. I know you had a little help in hiring this guy, but how legitimate is he?
Well, he seems to be a bona fide manager. Even if Victor did have a hand in hiring him.
I think you ought to keep your eye on him.
I think he knows the business.
Well, any fella can learn the business anywhere, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm sure I'll win him over to my side. My main concern at the moment is making sure that Anna and Robert don't tie me in with the Jerome.
Table for 2?
It depends on whether that handsome gentleman at the bar would care to join me.
What the blazes are. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you 2 know each other? I guess a little joke is on the...
No, it's not. Excuse me, Angel. This is Olivia St. John. Olivia has an art gallery in New York. She decorated the new club. She's responsible for all the lovely artwork.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. Everybody I talk to talks about how pretty you decorated the place.
You'll have to come up and see it sometime.
Well, I don't know. I spend so much time at this club, I don't know if I want to spend my off time at another club, even though it may be a little classy. Oh, excuse me.
Surely.
Yes. What the hell are you doing here?
Every once in a while, I like to visit the boonies.
Try another one.
I had a very long talk with Rodolfo. A very long talk.
And that's not something we could talk about on the telephone.
Not about this discussion. You and I have some very important decisions to make.
Why we could have discussed this on the telephone. It's very risky if you to come here. You do know that, don't you?
I am a legitimate gallery owner if anyone wants to know. And besides, we cannot conduct all of our business over the telephone if we're going to be partners.
That is far from settled.
Less far since I talked to Rodolfo.
You do know Rodolfo is your father's man, don't you? You know how he feels about this.
He is loyal to my father. He is also loyal to you, and he is a fair man.
And how does Rodolfo feel about a lady being involved in the organization? You tell me that.
I told you he was a fair man. He doesn't like it any more than you do, quite frankly, but he said that he would help if you agree to work with me.
Well, excuse me, or the other way around.
I didn't mean it that way. Have you thought about my proposal?
Of course I've thought about it, and it's very tempting. I don't want to spend any more time than I had to in New York City. With you up there, it would take some of the burden off me.
Certain decisions we will still have to consider face to face, not over the telephone.
Well, yeah, I'm sure of that.
And there will be certain meetings where your presence will be expected. You cannot command respect over the telephone. To command respect, you have to be there, as my father said.
You listen to me. Don't you tell me what your father says. I know how your father thinks and feels much better than you do. I will be in New York when it is necessary, but only until I've fulfilled Julian's dream, then I'm getting the hell out, okay?
Well, that's settled.
Not yet, it's not as far from settled. We still don't know if your father will go along with it. I need a day or two.
The answer is
I
so
said
obvious.
I'll need a day or two, okay?
Well, then, if you're not going to buy me a drink, I think I'll go up and see Cheryl in the penthouse.
Obviously, you haven't heard.
Heard what?
Cheryl was taken seriously ill. She came close to kidney failure. She's been in the hospital.
The hospital? Where is she? I'll go to her.
It's a bit late for that. As soon as I managed to stabilize her condition, she got up and walked out. Nobody knows where she's gone.
Near death? What if she has another attack?
That's all the information I have. I don't know any more.
Didn't she come back here to the apartment?
Not that I'm aware of.
Perhaps I could go up there as a friend and go through some things. Maybe she left something that would let us know where she is.
Okay. It's not a bad idea. I'll give you the keys. Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll bet Annie really loved that, you having that beautiful gal decorate your club in New York.
Why don't you keep your funny remarks to yourself?
All right.
Attend to customers.
Sorry, boss. This, right this way.
Bill, I'm going to step outside for a breath of fresh air. Would you get the receipts in order for me, please, early? I want to go home.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bill.
Yes, Commissioner.
I don't suppose you've seen Miss Stansby here tonight.
No, sir.
Listen, why don't you find the key to her apartment? I'd like to have a look around. Maybe something will tip me off as to where she's gone.
Sure thing, Commissioner. Let me just get rid of the glass and dry my hands.
Art Deco. I wonder who decorated this place. Can't see much for the furniture either. Come on, Cheryl. You've got to have a travel brochure or an address book around here someplace. If you're as sick as they say you are, you can't be out wandering around. Come on. Wonder how Anna would feel about my being in town. At Duke's club. Well, that could be Duke. Maybe not.